Oh dear. Ah, well, this looks complicated. I thought I'd have liked lockdown, self-isolation, genius idea. Now of course you'd have hated it, not being able to see anyone or hug anyone, but suited me down to the ground. Right, oh, now this one might work. Sugar, castor sugar 200 grams. Right, there we go. Oh, granulated. Sugar's sugar, isn't it? So I said to her, I'm sorry Judith, I can't come to your daughter's flute recital, but I'm self-isolating. Oh, it's been cancelled. What a pity. Yes, I know you think I'm being mean, dear. But I bet the cancellation was nothing at all to do with lockdown. I mean, that silly kid can play the flute about as well as I can fly. Oh dear. Right, next. Oh, eggs. Right. Bit of peace and quiet. Lovely. Oh, sorry Judith, I can't let you in, just leave the bags by the door, would you? Thank you. She's such a busybody. You'd have got on with her like house on fire, of course. I mean, she's always popping round, make sure I take my pills, or she's commenting on the state of the garden, looking over the fence. And then she invites me round to silly things, the kids' school. I oblige, of course, don't want to be rude. Never mind. Now, of course, good news, I can't even let her in, she might kill me. Oh dear, bit of peace and quiet. It's just me and the telly now. Mind you, that's not much on at the moment, nothing decent. Football's back, but there's nobody watching in the stand, looks ridiculous. Coronation Street. They're all avoiding each other like the plague, literally. All these virile young things lusting after each other from about 2 metres apart. Does look silly. And none of your favourites are in it at all. I mean, I haven't seen Audrey for ages. Right, flour. Oh my word. Oh, I think that's been there since you were alive, Mary. Can't go off, can it? No. Right, oh, I need a spoon. Well, this spoon's seen a lot of action today already, Mary. I had a crash in the garden first thing this morning. Now, I thought it would be a fox. I mean, they've got so brazen recently, coming in, doing their business all over the lawn. So I grabbed a spoon, and a saucepan. I mean, that was quick as a flash, because I'd used them for that clap for carers stuff. And I brandished them high and banged them together as I went out into the garden. But it wasn't a fox at all. No, it was next door's girl, Judith's girl. She was standing there on the patio next to a broken flower pot, you know, the blue one with the shells on it, and a pile of earth. "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Williams," she said. "It was such a pretty flower, I wanted to look at it. I think it's a lily, like me." And she looked scared and started backing away. I said to her, "Do you know, lilies were my wife's favourite flower." I didn't think there were any flowers left in that apocalyptic wasteland we call a garden now, Mary. I think you were probably the last one to touch it. So, anyway, I asked her how she got in, and she pointed at the fence with its rotting wood and its and all the broken holes. I mean, it's not doing a great deal to prevent a security breach, is it? "I think you should go home now," I said to her, and her face sort of fell. "Oh, do I have to?" she said. "Mum thinks I'm homeschooling, and if I do go home, I've got to practice the flute." Of course, I then realised that I wasn't the only victim of that unrelenting force that we called Judith. "You can stay," I said. And you know what we did then, Mary? We replanted your flower. But I say we, I mean Lily did all of the hard work. We found a trowel in the shed and some old fertiliser. I think it's well past its sell-by date, and we replanted it. And we planted some seeds too, some leeks, I think they were. Well, they grow this time of year. You'd know, wouldn't you? Anyway, she said, "I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to bring some tomato seeds and a basil plant. I've got a basil plant in the kitchen. I said, oh, you want to tell your mother you'll be in trouble. You know what she did? She put a finger to her nose and winked and said, Mum will never know. Ah, yeah. So, I thought I'd make her a little treat. Thought I'd try anyway. I'm going to try harder, Mary. I haven't realised how bad things have got. Do you know, I think I was right all along. This lockdown might be just what I need.